Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Leona and this is part 4 of a series that I am doing that are kid-friendly projects. You can make jewelry or keychains or magnets. In this particular video we will be working on items that you can turn into either necklace charms or bracelets or possibly keychains depending on how you choose to decorate it. I'm going to show you an example of one that I did already. This one is a fender washer that measures 3/16 of an inch by 1 1/4. I picked them up at Home Depot. I got a big box because I have a whole group of Girl Scouts and they're going to probably want to make several of them. So I did prep these. This one I prepped with spray paint. This was a metallic pink. It is one of my favorite colors of spray paint. It's got a little shimmer to it, so I liked it, so I decided to make one. The images on this one happen to be stickers, and this is a stamped image, and I will show you the stuff that you can do that with. The next version that you can do, this is a washer that was painted black, and I used, let's see, let's get you a little closer there. There we go. This one was painted black, and I used rub-ons, so I will show some of those to you. And the next one that I had worked on, and it's a little damp. Now, I don't know if you can see. Let me adjust the lighting here. Sorry about that noise. All right, let's see. So in this one, you can still see the center, but the nice part is I was able to cover up the tattoo, and then I turned it over and I filled it in with some dimensional magic. Now, it isn't completely flush, so I may add a little bit more there, but my daughter loves the turtles, so I decided I can make her a charm or a zipper pull for her book bag. And this one is using a temporary tattoo, and you would put these on just like you'd put on your skin, except you do it on the washer. These washers I did spray paint. That way they are kind of prepped and they've got some color in the background, so you don't have to cover it completely with the stickers. I have several that I've painted. Some of them aren't the best paint job. Some of them kind of have an overspray from a different color. But I think when it's all said and done, you're actually going to have, you know, a pretty good base to start with. I'm not sure what we're going to do in this particular video, but I will show you some of the products I had or I picked up first before we get started. I have this stack of stuff here. And, alright, you'll be able to see that. These are rub-ons. It happens to be from the set that I used on this particular washer. Rub-ons do have a short lifespan. These are doing pretty well for being as old as they are. I probably picked them up, you know, a couple years ago. So, you just gotta rub in the same direction and nice even pressure, and they do tend to come off rather well. Let's see what else I've got here. These are the stamps. This is a stamp set that I used. I don't recall the name only because it comes from, it's a company that no longer exists. They came from the Angel Company. I used the word love from it. As you can see, these are numbered. My CDs are numbered here and on the edge of the case. And I may do a video at some time in the near future on how I catalog my stamps so that I can find them. Basically, I have a binder and I stamp all of my images into the binder, and then when I'm looking for that particular image, the number that it's in the case that it is in is located in the binder, so I know where to grab it off of my shelf. These are something that I have not used, and maybe we will use these in today's video. These are called jean tats. You can actually rub them onto your clothes and then they wash off. I would assume that they rub on just like they would these rub-ons that are meant for scrapbooking or card making, but these ones are for denim, and I thought they were kind of fun, especially for girls and little kids. I mean, we got emojis, we have jewels, I got this boho set, and candy. So I went ahead and got and I think I got these on clearance at Packetans. This is a tattoo set that I picked up from the dollar store. These are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I also have some tribal tattoos. I picked these up at the dollar store. These stickers here are Shopkins. There's some little ones in here, and there's also bigger ones, and we might be able to use these at Girl Scouts at a later time. So these girls love Shopkins, so they'll have fun with these. I also picked up Minions at the dollar store and Trolls. These particular images are from Frozen. I got them a couple years ago at the dollar store. They came in packs with like postcards, and so I held onto the stickers. So you can trim these to make them fit your washers and cover them, and you'll have a nice image on there. These Christmas ones were from like the Target dollar section, like the dollar bins at Target. These little stickers are from the Dollar Tree. I picked up Halloween stickers at that was from Walmart, as well as sports stickers. They were from Walmart. These are glitter tattoos that I picked up at Packatans. They are bigger, but you can definitely cut them down to make them fit. And now that I know that you can go over that center hole in the washer without too much problem, and you can fill it in the back, they seem to work really well, and you can just turn that into a zipper pull, or you can glue a bail onto the back of that and make a necklace. These are also, these are butterflies, and we have hearts. Then I have Wizard of Oz stickers. These I picked up at Michael's a couple years ago, back when they were celebrating the anniversary of Wizard of Oz. So I like Wizard of Oz, so I may use these again to show the girls how to do the project. More Frozen stickers. I have random SpongeBob stickers. I really have no clue where these even came from. So those are SpongeBob. And then I picked up these sticker packs also at the Dollar Tree. There's 3 different sets that I found there. These ones kind of look like maybe birthday or celebration stickers, and you can use the words on your washers. These ones are kind of candy and love. And then this one is like friends and that kind of stuff. Definitely girly, and I think the Girl Scouts will enjoy all these images. So like I showed you already, these ones were stickers. This one was a temporary tattoo, and this was a rub-on. So I think what I'm going to try next is one of those jean rub-ons to see if they work. So I will go ahead and lay these down. And because they're spray painted, you've already got a base. Now you definitely could probably take a plain washer if you like that silver effect, especially if you have, you know, some fun papers or stickers that you want to use. You can definitely go with the silver washer. I do have some spray painted ones here, and since I'm going to go with those emojis, I'm going to pick a fun color. Let's see here. Well, I don't even know what fun color will work with those emojis. Let me pull those out for me. Let me grab them really quick. Let's see here. So, these, according to the directions, you just rub on, and then you can wear them on your clothes and wash them off. Now, I'm going to hope that they transfer just the way that they would if you were rubbing them onto a piece of paper. So I have some light pink washers, and I think I am going to use one oh, this one's kind of fun. This one's got some purple splatter on there. So I think I'm going to take this one with the stars on it. Let me grab some scissors, and we're going to take this one right here. And you guys are going to find out if this works or if it fails. Let me just cut around here. Kind of excited because these were on clearance and they were pretty cheap, but I could go back and get more before they're all gone. And so you just peel that, slide that wax paper off, and we're going to place it on the washer. And since I kind of like that purple splatter, and I don't mind covering the hole, as long as we're pretty careful, it should work. So let me grab a popsicle stick, and they do come in the packaging. I just happened to open that one already. And we want to rub in the same direction so you get a nice even transfer. It doesn't matter which direction you rub, you just definitely want to rub going the same way. I noticed I did one yesterday and I kind of ripped one a little bit. I was able to line it back up and without too much of a problem. So let's see how this one turns out. I'm kind of afraid to move it because I don't want it to rip, but all right, let's see. I don't think it's coming up. So let's keep rubbing. All right. Yeah, this may be the reason why they were on clearance, because they're not transferring very well. Actually, they're not transferring at all. As you can see, it does look like it did come off of the plastic a little bit. It just is not transferring to the washer. So we're going to give this one more try here. Let me look at the directions, make sure I'm not missing something. No, we're doing it exactly the way we're supposed to, so let's give it another shot. Let me just rub really hard. If this doesn't work, I will show you how I put a temporary tattoo on. Yeah, not working. So, I'm glad I tried these out before Girl Scouts. I don't even know if it's going to work if I rub it onto paper. Let's find out. Alright, let's see. And no, just a little bit came off. Well, that probably explains why they were on clearance, and they definitely do not work as well as I expected them to. So, I will show you how to do one of the temporary tattoos. Like I said earlier, you do put them on just as you would actually, let's try this one. You put it on just as you would a regular tattoo. And let's see. Some of these are a slight bit bigger, but I really think they're fun. So I'm going to try, I like this moon here. So I'm going to go in and cut that out. And then we'll see how this one comes out. All right. So don't make the mistake I did yesterday. Make sure you peel off the plastic. Yeah, I forgot to do that. All right, we have a little dish of water here. And let me find one of my, oops, hold on one second. I must have misplaced something. Nope, I just out of my reach. All right, so I have like just this regular old kitchen towel, and we're gonna get it wet, and we're gonna place this. I want it to place it so that it's kind of over the whole thing. And since they are a slight bit sticky, it should stick to it enough that when I turn it over, it's on there. So we're gonna dampen it just like you would on your skin. The nice thing about these ones that I got at Packatans is there is a outline of the image on the back of the paper, so you can really see where you are dabbing your water and making sure that you get it nice and covered. And then we're gonna see if we can start sliding that off. Let me pick this up off the table and bring it closer and see if it slides off. Now it doesn't want to slide off, but it will peel off. So I'm just making sure that the image goes on there. We'll toss that. Now you can definitely still see where the hole is. Now we can cover that up, and there is some overhang, which is fine. I'm going to dab off the excess water and use some scissors to trim that up. So here we go. Don't want my water to spill. I'm going to take this and trim. I'm going to turn it over though so I can trim right along the edge of the tattoo. And you know what, you can even just bend them over the edges just to make sure you seal it. This one's kind of bigger, so we're going to go ahead and just trim that off. So you've got this fun background of that purple and white overspray, or I'm sorry, it wasn't white overspray, it was pink with purple overspray. And then we will cover that with some Mod Podge Dimensional Magic. I picked this up at Packatans, and it gives it that shiny coat like you can see in this one. And if you see a little bug flying under my camera, it is because I work in my camper. One time, about a couple years ago, my husband made a comment that my stuff was all over the house and that I needed a place to put it, and I said yeah, and he's like, why don't I just gut the camper and make it your craft room? I said okay, get to work. We are about almost 3 years into the project, and we definitely have work to still do here, but I definitely have a place to work at now, which is something I didn't have at the beginning of the summer. So you can still see, like, I don't know if you can see there, you can see through the washer, but I put some of the Dimensional Magic in there and let it dry. Now I'm going to add a little bit more in there so it's nice and flush, and it really kind of, what it does is it makes that center, like, it hardens it so that it doesn't poke through. Now I'm sure if we wanted to we can jab something through there, but in this situation we're not going to do that. So I'm going to take the same thing, I'm going to do the same thing to this one. I'll do the top first, and then I will turn it over and I will fill in the inside of that washer. And then what you can do is you can use something like this, which is just a standard bale. I also have these other bales that look like flattened spoons, and I picked those ones up off Amazon, and these ones were at Packatans. And you can glue them to the back, and you can make a keychain similar to this setup here. This was in a different video, so you'll be able to see that in a previous video, but it's just pretty simple. E6000 glue, you attach it to the washer, attach a jump ring, and you've got a zipper pull or a keychain. So that's what we can do with these, or we can put the bales on the back and make necklaces out of them. I'm going to apply I can talk today. I'm going to apply some of this Dimensional Magic. Do not shake it. It will get bubbles and then it becomes a pain. Just be gentle when you move this around so that you don't rub that tattoo or that temporary tattoo off. And once this sets up, I will flip it over and fill in the back like I showed you on this turtle. I think I tossed my toothpick, so let me grab another one. And alright, so let's put those aside. And I'm going to also show you one more thing before this video is done. So once I seal this, I'm going to show you how I stamp and what I stamp, the ink I stamp with, because the stamping is a fun idea. You could definitely paint a bunch of washers white and then find some fun stamped images, stamp your image on there. Then you could paint them with whatever medium you like. You could probably use nail polish if you have a really steady hand, or you could use something like Sharpies. That's definitely something that would be fairly kid-friendly, and I'm sure the kids would enjoy that as well. So let's see here. This is right up to the edge, and that's what we want, is we want a nice, good seal all the way to the edge of the washer. And if it rubs off a little bit or runs off to the side, you can just use some sandpaper later on and just sandpaper that off. So once we have that, once that settles and everything, we'll just fill that in. And I'll show you on this one, because this one actually could use a little bit more. So as you can see, I'm going to just add a little drop in there, and it's flush with the top of that washer now. So we'll let it dry, and then that protects anything from puncturing that easily. Now if you really wanted to, you could definitely do some damage, I'm sure. So while this is setting up, we're going to slide this off to the side and let it dry. And then I'm going to show you, like what I did here, and I stamped that word on to the washer. And I have a little tiny acrylic block with the word love on the stamp here. And then I use a stamp pad called Stays On, and it definitely sticks on just about anything. It is kind of stinky, but it is not the worst thing in the world. You take off the plastic cover, and then you have your ink ready to go. I've had this ink pad for a very long time, and I have yet to have to re-ink it. So as long as you keep it covered, you definitely have, a good ink pad that lasts you quite a while. I'm just going to turn this one over. I've stamped a few times on here. You can see that that's not the prettiest on the back, but for the fun of it, I'm just going to stamp and show you. This is kind of bumpy, but typically this would be a pretty smooth surface, and the stamp would slide right off of metal, so you just have to be pretty steady-handed when you do it. And so I just press it straight down and lift it straight up. And the word goes on there pretty well. So this is definitely something you can do with stamped images if you want to make some pretty detailed decorated washers. So we'll go ahead and we'll close this ink back up, and that would be it. So other than me having to seal this one, a lot of these are ready to go, and I have plenty of examples to show my Girl Scouts next week. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave comments below. This is the 4th part and final part of my washer jewelry series. If you'd like to see the other videos, you are more than welcome to check those out. Like I said again, if you have any questions, please let me know. And apparently those jean tattoos weren't the greatest idea, so we now know they do not work that well. I guess I could try it on some fabric really quick if you guys want to see that. Let's see here. Alright, I think I have a piece of scrap here. Let me just grab it. Ah. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Alright, so I have a piece of fabric here, and we're gonna give it a shot. Let me zoom in just a smidge. Oh, wrong way. Alright, let's see if it works. So let's try it on fabric. And maybe it'll work on fabric, maybe it won't. But, oh, you know what? I kind of feel like it's lifting off that plastic now. So let's give it a shot. It's going to go on really bad because I've been rubbing this for... Alright. And we got a little flake here, and it doesn't even stick. So, a dud. We've tried just about everything. Alright. Well, anyway, thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos. Thank you.